Hi there, everybody. Thanks for coming today. What we're doing today is we are doing training on how to do a grill class at your store. So we're going to be cooking a lot of different stuff. We're going to be doing a roast series. We're going to do a cast iron series. We're going to be going up and down the river, but it's all so that you are able to execute a great grill class at your store level. So what we're going to start with first is we're going to talk about how to light an egg. It's amazing how many people out there do not know how to properly light an egg. There are multiple ways. One of the ways first is use our FS24 paraffin grill starters. What you simply do is take one cube, take a lighter, an aim and flame, you light it. You're going to put it at the top of the charcoal pile, put one or two big pieces on top, and then let it go. Leave the lid up anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes to make sure that it's started. Close the lid and then make the adjustment. Remember, every scout is taught, build a teepee, put the starter at the bottom. This is the opposite of that. You put the starter at the top. Another great way of doing it is our new igniter. It is absolutely amazing. What it is it has a switch on it, a rocker switch. If you pull back on the switch, it's heat only plus blower. If you push forward, it's fan only. So to operate it, you nuzzle it down into the charcoal, pull back on the heat part of it for exactly 60 seconds. That will get the charcoal started for you. Then what you'll do is you'll pull back the tip of it as it starts to ignite, and then go forward on the switch to the fan only mode. The fan only mode you use anywhere from another 30 seconds up to 4 minutes, whatever you want. The neat thing about this is Big Green Egg is now the fastest starting grill in the industry. You can have a large egg at 500 degrees in 5 minutes. There's nothing that's gas, charcoal, anything else in the world today that starts and is ready to cook that fast. So then what we're going to do is get it set up, and this one we want to use for searing. So we're going to use a Big Green Egg cast iron grid. What's awesome about a Big Green Egg cast iron grid is it's triangles. What the science behind it is, the triangles take the heat from the wide flat part of that bar and focus it to the narrow point. It gives you incredible sear marks. You'll see us cooking on this thing in just a little bit, and it will absolutely give you the most incredible sear marks off a steak.
For high temp searing, we're going to have the vent on the bottom wide open and the DFMT on top also wide open. You can adjust that back depending on the steak thickness, the cooking you're doing. You want to be about 550 to 600 degrees.
As I always love to tell people, the bottom vent is macro temperature control. You want to change by hundreds. The top vent is micro temperature control. You want to change by single digits or tens. What we're going to do next is a pineapple upside down cake. This is going to be a two-step process. What he's going to do is take a half a stick of butter, and what he's going to do is he's going to put it in the top of our oval enameled Dutch oven. So that'd be the DOE oval Dutch oven. That is the lid for it. This is the oval Dutch oven right here. That's the top for it. He'll show you how it would nestle right on there, just like that. So it's multi-dimensional. He's going to use the top. And what he's going to do is he's going to put a half a stick of butter in there, and he's going to throw it into this egg right here. And what he's got to do is melt the butter. If we would have had the hot day of 2-3 days ago where it was 90 degrees, it would melt on its own. So he's going to put that in there. We're going to give it about 3 to 4 minutes, and then we'll come back to that. The next thing we're going to do is come over here, and we're actually going to put on a Stromboli. So what we did is we took our Big Green Egg half moon raised grid along with our Big Green Egg half moon baking stone. And the neat thing about this is we can set this grill up to cook direct and indirect at the same time. So what he has is he has a Stromboli there that we just bought pre-made just for ease of use. Remember, when you're doing these grill classes, it can be easy. It's not being Wolfgang Puck. It's not being Bobby Flay and having to do all this elaborate stuff. It's about teaching people how to use the grill. So as you can see, that dough's a little sticky. So what we're going to do a quasi-cheating job. We're going to put on that parchment paper on there, because what that'll do is that will allow us to cook it for a little bit of a time period. Then once that bottom firms up, we're going to be able to remove that parchment paper, stromboli it back on the stone to get the nice golden crust on it. We then close the lid on it, and we're ready to go and let it go.
For the Stromboli, and we're going to be doing some thin crust pizza coming up on the baking stone and the half moon baking stone that Stu mentioned. Those are part of our baking class to show that the Big Green Egg is one of the best pizza ovens available also.